Okay, I think we're live now. Should be a little delayed on the YouTubes, but it looks like we're coming in clear from StreamYard. All right, I'll wait for a couple more people to enter in before we get into some of the clips and links I have. I was not going to be streaming today. Originally, I was going to take the day off. You know, we just bought the house. But shit is fucking crazy right now. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually in Indianapolis, and one of our we're in one of the cities where they're protesting pretty hard. It's not. It doesn't look like it's too close to me specifically. It's in downtown, which is about 15 minutes away. Yeah, the house that we bought is also a little bit away from where things are really kicking off. So hopefully everything stays good over here. But yeah, the stuff going on with these protests, they're not protests, man. They're fucking riots. I was talking to Judgement about a lot of this stuff, and we're saying like they basically like co-opted what's been going on. They've co-opted legitimate protests with violent riots. And I guess what really made me want to stream about this is I got into this argument with somebody on Twitter. And the person, there's this photo I kind of liked. It was these black dudes, and they're linking arm in arm to defend a cop from being targeted, right, by white Antifa members. And the reason why they're doing it is because, I got another clip of this video where they're explaining their actions in Minneapolis, but they're doing it because they don't want to be associated with this violent movement. They want people to they want people to protest with them, but they don't want chaos. They don't want people coming into their communities, burning things down, destroying what they own, taking away their jobs, taking away their businesses. And yeah, there's this dude on Twitter, not a huge account or anything, but he's legit calling them, he's calling them like house Negroes, and it's just fucked up because they won't fall in line. And he thinks that if you don't oppose capitalism, that means that you're a supporter of slavery, and that his actual terms are like, these slaves are betraying their fellow slaves because they won't oppose capitalism. And I'm just like, you're like fucking weird, man. Imagine thinking that you're anti-racist by hurling racial slurs out at minorities who don't agree with you. It's like fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. Anyways, yeah, so we'll be streaming today. I just want to cover some of the stuff that's going on here because it's holy shit. I got a bunch of tweet threads pulled up, but I thought it was pretty funny. You want proof that people don't give a shit about the George Floyd thing, and it's not, it's not, people being oppressed by the cops. I saw this today, and I just like started fucking laughing because I'm like, wow, what a piece of shit. Now, let me share this with you guys before we really get into the big stuff. Where is it? Here we go. Here's both Jake Paul video edited together to show someone breaking into a P.F. Chang's, stealing a bottle of vodka, and handing it off to Jake Paul. The minute it comes out the door, watch the red circle. So this bitch. Okay, so this dude, they're basically looting a P.F. Chang's, right? Right? So they steal a bottle of vodka. They hand it over to Jake Paul. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing over there, right? Like, I don't agree with what's going on. I really don't. But like, what's your fucking excuse? I can understand why people they're taking advantage of the rioting and looting. People lost their jobs with the whole COVID thing. Not an excuse to destroy someone's business or anything. You got Jake Paul. Dude's got like fucking millions of fucking dollars, and he's out there engaging in fucking looting, right? It's got nothing to do with George Floyd. He doesn't give a shit. None of them do. Like, it's total bullshit. So you've taken legitimate protests over something that majority of people agree with. I say everybody, I'm a little hyperbolic there, because I know there are some people who are still sitting there defending the cops. But I'm like, no, the majority of people, like the vast majority of people, are on the protesters' side. And what happened? You had violent actors, bad faith actors, enter into those groups. And I would be very clear, because it's clearly Antifa, right? Unicorn Riot, who's like this Antifa media site, they've been cheering on the violence and the burning and the looting and the rioting. You had pro-Antifa accounts out there celebrating shit. And so now that they realize how bad the fucking optics behind all this shit is, yeah, people in media saying, well, actually, it's white nationalists who've infiltrated these movements and are provoking violence. And I'm just like, bitch, you guys were celebrating it like a day ago. I'm sorry that now you realize nobody's down for you burning down their fucking communities, but you were cheering this shit on. You can't turn around today and go, oh, yeah, actually, we're not the ones responsible. Like, that is just fucking bullshit. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Now there's something else I saw. It's pretty funny. I figured like get some of the funny stuff out of the way. And I don't know how to describe this, because I want to say like karma would be a good way of saying it. Like, this is total fucking karma. Here we go. And this is from Dr. Terrible. His Twitter feed. He was quote tweeting somebody. Let me just show you this image, and I want you all to let me know what you think about this, because it's fucking funny. So Chris Martin Palmer of the NBA, in one tweet, burn that shit down, burn it all down. This is low-income housing that they burned down. This is low-income housing that they burned down. They burned down fucking low-income housing, and this rich asshole is telling people, burn it down, yeah, burn it down. And then in the next tweet, they just attacked our sister community down the street. It's a gated community, and they tried to climb the gates. They had to beat them back, then destroyed a Starbucks, and are now in front of my building. Get these animals the fuck out of my neighborhood. Go back to where you live. Go fuck yourself, dude. Seriously, go fuck yourself. Like, how fucking dare you? In one photo, you're cheering on them burning down low-income housing. In the next, you're telling them, get out of my community. This is how the fucking wealthy see this shit, right? They'll cheer on the fucking violence, they'll cheer on the looting, they'll cheer on the destruction. And then in the next one, they'll go, but don't do it to me. Yeah, we all know. So and that's one of the things I really can't stand about these fucking rioters and their excuses for this shit. Because, they're putting up things like fuck capitalism as they destroy local small businesses, but they avoid the wealthy areas, right? So in this situation, Minneapolis, they're going into the suburbs now, right? I'm not cheering that on. My point is, you have these wealthy assholes who think that they are separated from this conflict and this situation, who are going to cheer it on and celebrate it. And then the moment they show up at their doorstep are going to immediately go, no, get out. You're fucking animals. Yeah, bitch, this is how everybody sees it, right? Chris Palmer, this is how everybody sees this shit. Yeah. Wow, burn down low-income housing. Don't touch my Starbucks, though. What a bitch. Like, seriously, what a fucking bitch. At least be fucking consistent with it, right? But they don't have anything. They're just violent. There's no reason. There's no rationale here. They went through Minneapolis. They just started burning shit down. And then they started going to the suburbs. Now you have the wealthy people going, oh, get them out. Get them out. Yeah, like, go fuck yourself, dude. Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. Go into the fucking bathroom. Go fuck yourself, you stupid piece of shit. You stupid piece of shit. Anyways, I thought that was fucking hilarious, because how are you going to cheer on violence and then immediately freak out when that violence turns up at your doorstep, right? Like, no, you don't get to fucking play those fucking games. Yeah. And what I do love, right? This happened, I think, a couple days ago. They tagged one of Trump's tweets as stating that it was glorifying violence. What is this shit then? What's this shit on the left, right? I get it. He's not the president, but like, you got how many fucking followers? And you're definitely glorifying violence. Like, let's not even play those fucking games. Oh, man. Okay, so I have a video, and I got to be careful about playing it because it's just the actual violent actions over there are getting really bad. I got some clips pulled up from the Indianapolis protests, but just so you know where it's kind of escalated to, let me play this for you from ABC News. All right. Okay, here we go. So, just in, amid violent protests over the death of George Floyd, Attorney General William Barr announces it is a federal crime to cross state lines or to use interstate facilities to incite or participate in violent rioting, and we will enforce those laws. It's pretty specific, right? He's basically stating, it's a federal crime to cross state lines in order to engage in acts of violence and rioting and looting and shit, which they've been doing. I think on Friday, there are a few people who worked at the airports and they were putting out tweets stating, hey, man, they're coming in. They're flying in. They don't look like they're here to protest. They look like they're here to fucking engage in some shady ass shit. And so the Attorney General was like, yeah, it's a federal fucking crime, right? We will charge you with a federal crime. And what I do love is I was reading through the comments. I hope they pull up right away. So when the POTUS incited a heavily armed haircut protest at state capitals, it was illegal, right? What about this then, you Fred Flintstone wannabe? I want to be very clear, right? We have the Second Amendment in the United States. You're allowed to open carry in these states. So what are they doing? They're open carry. Are they turning around, pointing their guns at people, stealing their shit? No. They ain't doing any of that. And they actually have some serious fucking weapons, and they could, right? They could easily turn violent, but they're not. They're principled. They're just out there protesting. So you're gonna basically say, because they have visible weapons, that makes them violent. But people who are actually burning shit down, burning down low-income housing, burning down cop cars, destroying a precinct, looting local businesses, that's not violent, right? But this is standing around with a gun is violent. No, we have the Second Amendment here. They get to do that. If they turn around and they point it at somebody, then that crosses the line 100%. If they make threats about shooting somebody, 100%. They ain't doing any of that. But this is the deflection going on now, right? They cannot stand that they look terrible right now. And so they are massively trying to deflect from all of their bullshit. And it is just glorious to see. This is Bill Barr, sycophantic traitor extraordinaire. He means that he will order the arrest of protesters who shut down highways. That's all yeah. Look at this shit, right? What did Bill Barr say, right? If you cross state lines or use interstate facilities to incite or participate in violent rioting. So this individual goes, yeah, if they try to block highways, he wants to shut you down. That's literally not what he's saying. Man, I don't believe in stopping protests, but these aren't protests anymore. They're fucking riots, and riots are not protected under the First Amendment. They've gone fucking psychopathic, and they don't like the fact that it's making them look bad because, people can run defense for them in media all they fucking want. Unicorn Riot, and I'll show you their Twitter feed and everything. They can turn around, right, and talk about how glorious fucking Antifa is. But the average person is seeing these motherfuckers show up to communities they do not belong to and try to burn them to the fucking ground. It's not going to happen. And these people are fucking insane. Hey, J-Man, thank you so much for joining today. We're talking about these riots going on right now. Now, just so you know, where the deflection's gone to, Proud Boys is trending on Twitter, and they're really upset that Antifa just got labeled a terrorist organization, which I think is great. I think that they need to be labeled terrorist organization a while ago, right? But look at this. So President Trump says Antifa will be declared terrorist organization, but not Proud Boys or any other white nationalist, aka neo-Nazi organizations. Here's the thing, right? Why not, right? Because nobody likes fucking Nazis. Nobody likes white nationalists. Proud Boys are not, but nobody likes the other groups that he's bringing up. They're not being labeled terrorist organization because they're not well organized and they are not engaging in violent actions and trying to take over cities like Antifa is clearly doing, right? So I just love it because they cannot defend Antifa's actions. They really cannot. They try to say they're non-violent. They're clearly violent. We got multiple examples of their fucking violence. So what do? They turn around and go, but he won't declare anybody else about. Yeah, just like the person who's upset that people who stand around open carrying are not labeled violent protesters because they're upset that the protests that they support are violent and insane. So I just love this because it's just nonstop. The right-wing terrorists, Proud Boys, proponents of the Boogaloo 3%ers and the rest of the swastika brandishing Confederate flag. Yeah, that's not the Proud Boys. I mean, I think maybe the Proud Boys support the whole Boogaloo thing, but they don't brandish swastikas. In fact, I think the Proud Boys have more minorities in it than fucking Antifa does. So that's great. Next up, a mad pivot away from Antifa to the Proud Boys. I just thought that was hilarious. Ask yourself, why didn't Trump designate the American Nazi Party, Aryan Nation, and the Proud Boys, and the Ku Klux Klan and 3%ers as terrorist organizations? So the Proud Boys are nowhere near as bad as any of these other groups, but they are desperately trying to drag them down. And, you know, the reason why is because, yeah, racist, right? These people are fucking racist. These people are fucking racist. These people are not. These people are fucking racist. These people are fucking racist. But they're not engaging in terrorist activity. Antifa is. They're crossing state lines to engage in rioting and demolishing local businesses. There's no getting around this. So they're just hardcore trying to deflect away. I love this, though. This I fucking love. Heads up. Unverified reports. What does that mean? It means they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. They're just going to report it as being factual. Of white nationalist groups such as the Proud Boys, again, not even the Proud Boys, right? But because, man, it's frustrating reading these idiots because this got close to 100,000 tweets, and they're just desperate. They're fucking desperate to deflect away from fucking Antifa right now. Why? Why not just acknowledge that maybe they've gone too fucking far? Because they can't, because they can never be wrong, because they always have to be right. And that includes making bullshit, unverified reports that Proud Boys are dressing up as Antifa to make Antifa look bad. No, man. Antifa looks bad because they're violent fucking racists who go around beating people in the fucking streets and burning down low-income housing. Yeah, a couple of friends of mine are on the side of the rioters, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are against their violent acts. You know, I'm on the side of the protesters, and the protesters are not the rioters, right? Like, if you're on the side of the rioting, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not for that. I'm not going to support that. I think that the rioters have delegitimized the protests in every single way, shape, and form. And I think that the rioters, because they're so violent, because they're so intolerant, because they've gone into minority communities and burned those to the ground, the police are just going to have an increased force and presence there. They will. They always will now. Because what's worse? Honestly, I'm not saying that I support this. I'm just saying what is legitimately worse for those communities. Occasionally, a person is going to be murdered unjustly by the police, or a massive mob of fucking people are going to show up and burn your fucking house down, steal everything that you own. And if you say anything about it, they'll hurl racial slurs at you and beat your ass in the street. Which, like, honestly, it's not even a fucking choice. Antifa is far more violent because it's just all emotional reaction after emotional reaction after emotional reaction. And these people are fucking unstable. But I love all of these tweets. Proud Boys are a terrorist organization and should be designated as such. Have they burned a fucking city down? No, they haven't. But this is all they have. They are so desperate to deflect away from what is going on. I love this. Proud Boys dressed as Black Bloc in Portland. This is solid. Nope. How about the parody? I love how they managed to put parody in very tiny print. I'm declaring Antifa a terrorist organization. Antifa stands for anti-fascist. These people oppose my neo-Nazis. Like, it's just, it's great. You know what real terrorist organizations look like? The MAGA regime, the NRA, the GOP, the KKK, Proud Boys, and Fox. Like, they cannot stop deflecting. They cannot engage. They cannot acknowledge the bullshit that they've done. Fun fact, the Proud Boys organization was literally founded by a foreign citizen. And so Antifa is founded by white people. So I guess and they're currently going into minority communities and burning their businesses down. So I guess we can just state definitively that Antifa, if you identify as Antifa, that makes you a fucking racist, right? I mean, by that logic, by that very fucking logic, they would have to be identified as racist because they go into minority communities and they burn them down. Now I want to, there's a very clear distinction between the rioters and the protesters. And I think I have the clip pulled up. Let's see. Here. Actually, hold on. Before I play that, let me turn the volume on for you guys because I want you to hear the message. And I think it's why you need to make the distinction between the rioters and the protesters and why it's so important. Hold on, or let me pull that up. Think the rioters and looters are using a man's death and name to justify their nonsense. They are destroying his home and hurting its citizens, ones who had nothing to do with the POS cop. Yeah, I mean, the cop's been arrested, and he's being charged with the fucking murder. And the rioting is just increasing. It's got nothing to do with George Floyd. They don't give two shits about this guy. They don't care about his community. They want to see his community burned to the fucking ground. They're spraying fuck capitalism. Like, I didn't realize George Floyd was a fucking communist, right? They don't give a shit. They just want to use his fucking death to their own ends. And it's disgusting. Hey, Crow Elbow Cop. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this clip because I think this is important. So this is from the Muslim Republican. Let's watch it. So if you can see in the clip, these guys are Black Lives Matter protesters. They are legitimate protesters. Behind them are cops. In front of them are Antifa. And I want you to hear the message that they're sending.
Time did we say to y'all not to speak how you feel and say what you want to say? That's not what we said. We encourage that. But one, we're going to keep our social distance, and we're not going to allow somebody in the crowd to throw some bullshit, and then we feel the bulk of that. We're not allowing that no more, okay? That's the reality of what we're dealing with right now, all right? Like I said to all my white brothers and sisters, we appreciate y'all being out here and supporting us. But this is not y'all space. This is not your space, period. We don't need this bullshit right here. Because what our reality is, when this shit is all said and done, when we wake up, we still gonna be black in America. Now that's not nothing against none of y'all. That's not what this is. That's not what I'm saying. But we're not gonna allow y'all to go up there and start causing chaos and confusion. It's just not gonna happen.
So again, that is the important distinction between the rioters and the protesters. The rioters do not care. They want to burn things down. They want to be destructive. They want to just they're terrible fucking people. Hey, Spooky, how you doing? Good to see you in the stream. The rioters and the protesters are completely fucking different. I think the protesters have a legitimate reason to protest. I don't think anybody is defending the fucking cop here. You know, I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the video. I cannot play that video on this channel. I think you all know what will happen to me. But yeah, hold on. The cop got punished for wrongful excessive force, so what's the point for the protests and the riots? I think there's still a point for the protests, right? I think that there is a legitimate reason to protest because there are other clips. And, Matt Walsh, I think on Twitter, I'll see if I can pull up the clip for you guys. I can't play it, though. He points out that there are dozens of examples of the cops doing this to white dudes too. They don't give a shit, right? Like, they're just violent sometimes, right? And so, like, there's one clip where this white dude, he's like literally on the ground, right? And I'll describe it because I can't play it on the channel. I wish I could, but YouTube rules and everything. He's on the ground, right? The cop tells him to put his hands all the way in the air, right? Don't move his hands. And if he falls, he better fall face forward, right? He's got his gun. The dude is crying. He's sobbing. He's begging them not to shoot him. So the cop tells him to crawl over to him. So the guy starts to crawl, and as he's crawling, he falls down. The moment he falls down, the cop shoots him multiple times and then jokes about it. It's fucking disgusting and sick to watch. There are bad cops. Like, nobody's going to say that there aren't. So I can totally understand why you would protest shit like that, and you want something to be done there. And I don't know what. I honestly don't know what, right? I don't even think the protesters know specifically what they want. But to act like they're not bad cops, I think is silly. To act like there can't be improvements, I think is silly. And one of the ways you get improvements made is by protesting, right? And I think that you have every legitimate reason to protest this. The riots, though, right? This whole situation has not played out like any of these other major cases they like to go into. Well, they say like nobody listens to them. That, you know, half the time that I've seen this shit happen, the cops are put on administrative leave or they're left on the fucking force and shit. They immediately fire the cops. The mayor comes out and makes a statement. The FBI says that they're going to investigate it. So there's no fucking excuse to behave like that. But they want to. They want to be violent. They want to destroy shit. So they infiltrate the fucking protest. Antifa does. They act like fucking agitators. They start burning shit to the ground. And like I said, the fucking shit that I love is that now that they've realized how bad the fucking optics behind this shit is, they're turning around and saying, oh, it's the Proud Boys. It's the Proud Boys infiltrating our organizations and making us look bad. Nah, bitch, you're fucking celebrating it. I already showed you the fucking NBA player who's sitting there tweeting out, burn that shit down. And the moment they come to his community, he goes, oh, get these animals away from me. You fucking jackass. Hold on. Let me pull up Unicorn Riot's Twitter feed just so you can kind of see the shit that they talk about. Unicorn Riot is Antifa, right? They support everything Antifa does. They don't give a shit, right? Here we go. All right, so I haven't been to this Twitter thread I haven't been to their Twitter in a couple days now, but I want you to see, right? Here we go. On day 5, George Floyd protests, we spoke with a team of medics who have been working to treat people's injuries on the street in Minneapolis. They're still calling them protests, right? They're not calling them riots because to them they aren't fucking riots. They're still protesting. It doesn't matter how violent they get. They're still just protests. You're part of the problem, if not the entire problem. MPD officer. The Minneapolis police called our journalist the entire problem, threatened he would get baked as he filmed them at 31st and Blaisdell after curfew a few blocks away. George Floyd protests. That is 6 hours ago, right? Minneapolis is turned to absolute shit. They're trying their hardest to act like this is all good. Right? Nothing to see here. It's not violent at all. Right? Well, at the same time, here we go. Look at these. Remember, guys, these are protests, right? These are just protests. These are protests here. I like this. Police as a group didn't stop most looters, but some individual officers we saw apparently decided to run off on some wild goose chases. Not shown. Yeah. Like, look at this, right? Swanton police just fired tear gas into the crowd over the barricade and dispersed the massive crowd in Denver 10 minutes past 8 p.m. state curfew. Yeah. They issued out hard curfews in a lot of these areas. Actually, in Indianapolis, right? I like this. Hold on. So, Philly police pin young black man to the ground with their knees, swat our field reporter with a baton for filming the scene. Beat it. I'm a journalist, sir. I don't care what you are. Beat it. They don't give a shit if you say you're a journalist. They don't care anymore. This is the world you fucking advocated for. They are authoritarian. And like, I love it because remember when the lockdown protests were happening, they were praising the fucking cops as they instituted authoritarian lockdowns, refused to listen to the public. And now what do you have, right? It's just like, fuck, man, what did you think was going to fucking happen? Oh man, it's fun. It's frustrating to see this shit. So stunning and brave. Yep, very fucking stunning and brave. You know, so this is the Indianapolis protests, and I want you to see just a couple things people are saying because this is happening not too far away from me. As I understand it, it's calmed down today, which is nice, but this stuff is painful to watch. But I refuse to turn a blind eye while people are getting gassed. Yeah, they started using tear gas over here as well. And I want to clarify on something. There are people getting very upset that they were tear gassing people, right? Because as you can see here, this isn't bad, right? It really isn't. But what happened was, as it got dark, one of the individuals hanging out in the protest crowd, right? I don't know how many, but at least one individual who was hiding behind the protesters was tossing firecrackers at the police. And I had this argument with somebody about it because they were talking about how, you know, if there's one bad actor, the police should go in and pull him out. And I was like, what do you think is going to happen if the police rush a protest group and try to pull one individual out of the protest? That's physical confrontation. You think that shit is going to end well? Like, or how about it's a heated situation? Nobody knows if anyone actually has a fucking gun, and a bunch of firecrackers go off in front of a cop, and they think that they're being fired at. Like, I'm not defending gassing a fucking crowd. I'm saying, like, what do you think is going to fucking happen when someone is hanging out in those protest groups and tossing firecrackers at cops? And they laugh and go, well, it's just firecrackers. I've had someone toss firecrackers up my feet before. It sounds like you're being shot at. It's not funny, right? Like, it's not funny. And to do it in a heated situation like that, some jackass is tossing out firecrackers at the cops, trying to insinuate somebody is firing at them. A cop who is not sleeping, who's working like a fucking 20-hour shift, is going to show up, is going to think someone is shooting at them, and is going to open fire on the fucking crowd in the direction of the noise. This wouldn't happen if people protested 6 feet apart. Yeah, no, that's the other thing. I think it was, gosh, who is it? He's like a lefty guy, and he pisses people off on the left now. But it was basically, he pointed out that if you're going to support these riots and at the same time you're going to make fun of the lockdown protester and the stay-at-home people, you clearly don't actually give a shit about stay-at-home orders. And then someone goes, well, yeah, but police brutality, and they just want to protest getting a haircut. I'm like, bitch, they were social distancing and people were making fun of them for protesting from their fucking cars, right? And they weren't violent. They weren't engaging in massive mobs or anything. And they were protesting the fact that they were losing their fucking jobs. Their businesses were shutting down. And fucking Walmart was seeing a massive soaring profit, right? Because they got to stay open. So that's what they were protesting against. So you're saying, well, that's not legitimate. It's not legitimate to protest you losing your job during a pandemic. But it is legitimate to go on a fucking riot during a pandemic. Right? It doesn't matter the reason. At the end of the day, you want to say, like, they don't have the right to protest. Their protest is illegitimate. Well, okay, so they can make the exact same rationale about yours. It's dangerous. Don't you care about people's lives? Don't you care about the pandemic? Don't you care about killing people? Don't you care about spreading the disease? Everything that they said about the fucking lockdown protesters 100% applies to this situation as well. But we all know it was bullshit. Right? So now that they're seeing the fucking rioters going out there, they're defending it because we all know it was fucking bullshit from the start. And I fucking love that. So thank you so much for that comment, Spooky, because that shit was annoying the fuck out of me. Yeah, it's people are just fucking terrible. I don't know what to say. Like, people are fucking terrible. But yeah, let me see. This is another thing of misinformation that's been going out there. Let me just show you this because they're trying to search the term Hitler Youth on fucking Twitter right now, and you're gonna see something that's going to just blow your fucking mind. Here, where is it? I definitely want to play that one next. Here we go. All right. It appears the state of Georgia, or someone with access to uniforms and guns, has deployed child soldiers to confront protesters in Atlanta. This is child abuse. Whoever's responsible must be held accountable. This is Chicago's 35th Ward alderman, organizing with Dem Socialists, so a trustworthy individual here. Here's the problem. This is fucking fake, right? The state did not get fucking children to show up and dress as fucking soldiers. That is bullshit. They have no proof of it. They have this video here. I want you to see. You honestly think that the fucking state did this? No, man, no. This is, what do they call it? Fucking black propaganda, where you basically try to imply that the other side is doing something when you're the one fucking doing it. Yeah. Well, like, we've seen that they've been engaging in that on fucking Twitter for the past couple days now. Now that they realize how bad that they look with these fucking protests, what are they saying? Well, it's not the white Antifa members; it's actually white nationalists who are engaging in this behavior. Yeah, bitch. I see you I see you trying to deflect from your own fucking actions on Twitter and imply that it is another group doing this shit and making you look bad. I 100% believe that you dressed up your own fucking kids as little National Guard soldiers. You fucking degenerate fucking liars. Like, the police would fucking do that, honestly. No fucking way in hell. I think you would, though, because I don't think you give a shit. I think you put your own kids at fucking risk just to fucking make a fucking point. And they aren't looking into it either. They're all going out there and treating it like it's true. They don't give a shit. Yeah, like, you think, like, think about this for a second, right? So kids, right? Kids are being dressed up as little fucking toy soldiers, given weapons and riot shields, right? You think that if they believed that the state was actually doing that they would stop at nothing to look into it, to investigate it, to prove what the state is doing? No. What do? They go into fucking Twitter and they give this hot take reaction. Oh, the Hitler Youth, look what the state's doing, people. Okay, go prove it. You're a journalist, right? Go fucking prove it. Oh, wait, you can't, can you? It's just a lot easier to tell people that's what's happening. And you don't have to prove anything. You just show them the image and say it was the state that did it. Do you have proof? No, you don't give a shit. Origami. Deflecting, backpedaling, or both. Well, I don't think that they're backpedaling because they haven't spoken out against the violence. They're deflecting it by stating that it's not really them, right? It's not really them who instigated the violence. It was white nationalists who instigated the violence. Meanwhile, just like a day beforehand, they were all praising the fucking violence. Fucking Michael Moore is out there calling them good fucking citizens. And now today they're turning around going, well, gosh, I didn't realize how fucking bad we look when we enter a minority community and burn down their homes. Man, how do we deal with this situation? Oh, blame white nationalists. That'll help. Yeah, fuck you, you fucking cowards. Bitches for military 2020. Yeah, pics. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I want to play this one here too. So, this guy's out here. Is this all a setup? Huge pallets of bricks just sitting outside of Dallas courthouse. No construction in the area. At the Justice Department should find out who made delivery and when. So, if you guys don't know, they set this shit up before the protests happened. They're trying to imply like it's the cops doing it, guys. The cops are going out there doing it. No, because the cops don't want fucking bricks being thrown at them. They're not going to set up bricks so people can throw it at them. What happens is protesters go out. They set this shit up at the dead of night. They do it in the early AM. And then when the protests and the riots break out, well, there's a bunch of bricks for people to start throwing. It's like, come on. This is what they do. And so I don't think that this individual, when he's trying to imply like it's the state, this is a setup, I don't think he's wrong to have that thought process. But at the same time, it's like, look, man, you have bad faith actors who have infiltrated your movement, and they just want to engage in violence. So, of course, they set up fucking bricks for you because they want you engaging in the violence with them. Well, I mean, just fucking welcome. Welcome to it all. Michael fucking Moore shaking my head. Yep. Atoga does this all the time. Ugh, Antifa. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yo, hold on. Let me make sure I got audio for you guys turned on, just so you can hear him make the explanation. Because you can tell me I could be wrong here, but I look at it and I just go, nope. This
the setup. They put them there on purpose. Y'all know where we at. They gonna set them right up on the route. Y'all know what building this is right here. I ain't even gonna say what name it is. Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them bricks go to? Where do them bricks go to? We gotta do better. Ain't no damn construction. Gotta do better. Ain't no damn construction around here. I see. Ain't no.
Yeah, like, dude, they set the bricks up so you'll throw them at the courthouse because they want you to destroy the courthouse. Tim Pool covered the brick thing on his podcast. Yeah, I believe he would. Oh man, it's sad. And guys, don't worry, we're not going too late today. Probably just we'll go until the hour's up, maybe a little bit after that, because there's a lot of stuff in here, and I've had to avoid certain clips because they get really bad. The stuff I'm showing you is really tame, and this is going to be the most extreme stuff right now. But obviously, there's things that I cannot play here, and I want you to see what's going on, but at the same time, it's a little difficult. But this is another thing before we play the video clip. Minnesota governor's daughter, Hope Walls, is giving inside information about National Guard units' capabilities to react to protesters. Translation: Democrat insiders are giving Antifa information that could hurt law enforcement and endanger their lives. Yeah, here you go. So the Guard cannot be sent in within minutes. It takes time. So here we go. It takes time for them to deploy because they come from all over the state. To be clear, the National Guard will not be present tonight. You have the governor of Minnesota's the governor's daughter, right, of Minnesota, is telling Antifa, right, on Twitter, don't worry, do what you want. The National Guard won't be out tonight. Like, fuck you. Like, that is just fucking insane. I feel like the joke is behind this in order to cause as much chaos and anarchy as possible. Kind of, right? Like, kind of. But you can see it, right? The governor of Minnesota's daughter is out there telling people, hey, don't worry. The National Guard won't be out tonight. Why are you doing that? Why? Like, give me a legitimate reason for doing that. You're the governor's fucking daughter. You know how the National Guard functions, and you're telling Antifa, you're telling everybody over social media not to worry because the National Guard won't be able to organize against you. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if you want to imply that it's the white nationalists engaging in these activities to make the protesters look bad, no. You guys are too fucking stupid. You celebrate your fucking stupidity all over social media. You leave evidence of you celebrating it. And then you try to turn around and say, well, the white nationalists, they actually infiltrated us and made us look bad. No, bitch. You guys are fucking violent fucking fascists. You guys are fucking racist on top of it. You went to low-income minority communities and you burned their fucking homes down because they were easy targets. Because you guys are little bitches. Fuck you. It's the purge, but the government didn't sign off on it yet. The purge. It's the purge. Yeah, no, definitely. This is just, I cannot believe that. Here we go. So as you can see, after telling Antifa how to respond to the National Guard being deployed, by telling them, don't worry, they're not going to be able to do anything to you, she put her tweets on protected status. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, so here, someone actually looked into it, confirmed the tweets were real. So I'm just, what are you trying to say here? Like, what are you trying to imply here? Right? No need to make them look bad. They need no help. Yeah, like Antifa like sits there and goes like, well, you can't, they're making us look bad. Here. This is the non-violent, totally not fascist Antifa right here. Let's play the clip. Oh wait, hold on. Wrong one. I want to play that one too. But I want to save that one for last because that one gets really bad, and it's not. That one's really bad. Here we go. Oh, sorry, I'm boomeranging it right now. There we go. Okay. Kicked in the head, laying lifeless on the street. A man had his teeth literally knocked down by Portland rioters. Okay, so these two guys over here, they're Antifa.
Oh, stop! He's done. Leave him alone.
Knocked his motherfucking ass down.
Try and get on your side.
Hold on.
He's sleeping on that ass. Nigga, don't come down here talking about okay? Black Lives Matter. Get him up. Get him up. Black Lives Matter, you faggot.
Yeah, so you're very progressive, right? Shouting out faggot on at a dude who just got his teeth knocked out. The very progressive group, right? And they're just screaming Black Lives Matter, like, come on.
Are you okay? Get the shit off. I don't even care what it stands for, but I'm not moving.
Man, you're lucky they're even taking care of you. What the fuck are you running your mouth like that, man?
Nigga running your mouth.
You know, this is the difference between us. We're helping you, all right?
I love that. That's the difference between us. You got your teeth kicked in. Say thank you. Say thank you. We could just leave you on the street here bleeding. I fucking love that attitude. That's not the difference between you. The dude's white. Get the fuck over it. You're a fucking racist bitch. I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
Do not protest against Black Lives because guess what? We're showing up for you even though you're being terrible to people.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I get, guys, do you know how he was being terrible to people? He was waving an American flag. The fucking degenerate. The degenerate was waving an American flag. That's the difference between them. He was waving an American flag. So he deserved that beat down, but they're gonna help him out anyways. Like, just fuck off. Seriously, just go fuck yourself, you fucking cunt.
All right? Here.
Dude, I probably don't believe what you believe in, but...
Okay, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dizzy.
Do you want to...
Yeah. You might have to sit down up against that wall over there for a few minutes.
Where'd that come from? Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. Yeah.
Are you sure? Do you want people to help you?
No, I'm being a little bit harsh here because I do want to say, good on these people for helping him out. I don't think that you need to go up to the dude who just had his teeth kicked in and talk about how you're better than him. Like, I'm watching, I'm like, you don't. But good for them. Like, they did the right thing. I think that they could have just turned around and said, fuck this guy. Fuck him because he's not a part of our movement. So, I do respect that. I think maybe you need to calm the fuck down because the dude waved an American flag. That doesn't mean that he's against you. But you can clearly see, like, it's not the Black Lives Matter protesters engaging in the violence. That's one thing I wanted to clarify there. It is not the Black Lives Matter protesters who are engaging in that violence. It is 100% Antifa. And that's what we keep seeing examples of. BLM protesters want to protest. They want their voices heard. That was Antifa. That was Antifa who chased this guy down, took him down to the street, and then came right up to him and kicked his fucking face in while he was on the ground. And then they took off like cowardly little bitches because again, that is also Antifa.
So what happened, man? What happened?
Got a little too close.
People were just swinging.
No, actually, they were hitting on somebody, and I swung in and knocked him.
That is blood and teeth.
Yeah, look at this guy over here.
Oh, fuck, that's him. What happened?
Yeah. So, again, just to be very clear, the dude is, again, it's not Black Lives Matter protesters who are engaging in that violence. It is Antifa, and they have walked in with BLM protesters pretending like they are there for the same fucking message, when in reality they showed up to engage in fucking violence. And I gotta say, if you want to go out and protest, you should protest. You really should. But if you want to go out and protest, you got to make it very clear that you're not in support of that fucking shit, because that is insane. Oh God. Okay. Now I want to preface this by saying this guy is alive. For a lot of people, including me, I thought this guy he was gone. I really did think that he was gone. But I'll give you the pretext for the story, and then we'll actually watch the clip together. His business was being looted. So he had a sword and he was swinging it around, telling people to get back, stay away from his business, get away. And they basically took him, they dragged him into the street, they kept kicking him, and they stoned him to near death. Here we go. So remember, they did this, right? Because he was trying to defend his store from the looting. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. He's alive, but they got him bad. They got him really bad. They beat him with a skateboard too. Yeah, they beat him with the skateboard. They kicked him while he was down. Then they took stones and they started chucking it at his head. And you can see as the crowd is dispersing, one of them runs up and decides to give him one more kick in the fucking face. I'm like, dude, way to delegitimize everything that you say you're standing for. Like, if you want to be treated with respect, a good way of doing that is, beating someone's fucking face and when they're on the ground. Yeah, same here. I'm in Indianapolis. They're in downtown for the most part. There's some protests, like actual protests going on in other areas, but it's not pretty. So that's from Elijah Schaefer. You can kind of see. How's this? These three individuals, Chrissy Teigen, Janelle Monáe, and whoever else, yada yada yada, Steve Carell. They're sitting out there, and they're providing funding for the rioters. So if you get arrested for engaging in violence, they're not funding the businesses that are being destroyed, the local communities. They're not giving them any money. But if you want to riot and you want to protest, you want to break shit down, they've got to fund. They'll fund your legal defense. Isn't that kind? Isn't that fucking kind? Doesn't that show you where they fucking stand? I fucking can't stand these motherfuckers. And I like Steve Carell as a comedian. The Office is hilarious, but dude, go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. You want to do something, why don't you go support the fucking communities that they are legitimately destroying? It's not funding the fucking cops. It's literally funding the minorities in that community who are having their businesses fucking destroyed and torched. But, you know, that wouldn't push their narrative. I'm legitimately surprised he's not dead. Yeah, that was it gets really intense. I you know, you watch it and it is insane. And I want to be clear, right? Like, the dude, obviously he was not like just standing around, because I know people are gonna turn around and you know, say like he didn't he deserved, you know, he was totally innocent there. People went in to loot his store. He chased them with a sword to get them away, and then he got dragged into the crowd and beaten and stoned and smacked with a skateboard. Like, dude, this shit has me black pilled. I don't like the black pill. Yeah. You know, I was thinking about going to LA for the 4th of July. That's a nope now. Don't. He is posting on Twitter. I gave him a follow. Pix, do you have his Twitter handle? Can you post that in the chat for me? Because I haven't actually seen his Twitter. I heard that he was posting on Twitter now. I mean, I'm glad that he is alive, because man, it's sad. It's so fucking sad. Man. Actually, I played this clip earlier. There's a few more of you here. Not a clip, but this tweet. I just think it's hilarious. Where they didn't think that the purge meant them too. I still love this. I fucking love this. What do you think they meant when they said "eat the fucking rich, you stupid fucks"? Dude, this shit's legit. It's fucking crazy right now. I don't know, man. Like, I don't. Hold on. So, Harrier Magnus. Okay, let's pull that up. Okay, so looks like he's got his Twitter protected. I'll have him with follow. But I'm glad he is alive. I'm glad he's doing well. I love this. Hold on. This will probably make you guys laugh a little bit. It's more defense of Antifa. So, I guess lucky for Antifa, there's no such organization, because Antifa got labeled a terrorist organization because they are a terrorist organization. And then these are both by Ryan Grimm. Here's a video of the first person alleged to have taken a hammer to the AutoZone window, which activists immediately suspected was a provocation. Black gloves, black boots, black clothes, not unkempt like Antifa, no offense. Nice gas mask, who is this guy? And then over here, from July 2019, maybe, but Antifa has plenty of its own elements to do that well already. Again, the common the whole Antifa. It's not an organization. Of course, Antifa is termed to loosely describe anarchist protesters. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Antifa has actual organizations, right? that all brand themselves as Antifa. So you have different groups that brand themselves as being Antifa. Like to say it's not an organization. It's just a group of people who just don't identify as being fascist. They just oppose fascism. If you oppose fascism, that means that you are Antifa. Yeah, bitch. It doesn't work that way. They have organizations. They have meetings. I fucking love it. Yeah, dude. Understandably locked account. Yeah, I can actually totally understand that because think about the amount of people that are just supporting the riots right now. You have large names. You have people with like 1 million plus fucking followers calling these people like good citizens. Yeah, I can imagine the dude who just got his ass beat by the fucking good citizens would want to lock his account while there are people telling him how good these fucking citizens are. Like, dude, the whole shit's insane. I do like this. Hold on. So this is from Memology's Twitter. We're just going to scroll through this because he's been logging a lot of the stuff going on. Hold on. Let me show you guys this shit. We're gonna go through this. Hold on. I try to keep an open mind that there's this belief that it's white supremacist, but I just can't see it. Am I biased? Look, dude, white supremacists, they exist. There's no denying that. Fucking, who is it? Nick Fuentes, James Alsop, right? They legit are white supremacists. Like, I'm not gonna fucking play those fucking games with those individuals. They exist, right? But they're small, they're fringe, they're openly mocked, they're not tolerated. But the idea that these riots, the reason why they've turned violent is because it was white supremacists who infiltrated. Fuck off. Seriously, just go fuck yourselves. Like, we know that you celebrated the fucking violence. We have your fucking tweets. We have you enjoying the fucking violence going on. You're not going to turn around and fucking gaslight the public again. We know what you're about, you fucking weirdos. Sadly, in Oregon, I know Portland has riots going on right now, but we have one going on in Eugene, too. It doesn't surprise me. We got one in Indianapolis. We have one in Fort Wayne. There are protests going on anywhere. White supremacists, aren't tons of the rioters white? Yeah. So I think it's in Portland. They're trying to state that the Proud Boys are the ones who engaged in violence because there was a white dude who threw a bottle. And I'm like, majority of Antifa is white. Like, you guys are fucking idiots. Cross Judgement, you should play the clip I sent you. If you sent it on Twitter, let me see. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, Pix, thank you for sending me that photo. I'll go ahead and play it. Or I'll go ahead and show people it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good. Fucking good. Okay, I gotta play that for people. Here it is. Rioter tries to set building on fire. He sets himself on fire instead. Okay, I gotta fucking dumbass. Okay. That was epic. Yeah. Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm not for violence or anything, and I'm sad somebody's burning, but like, he tried to set a fucking building on fire. Did that dude look like a fucking white supremacist to you? What about all the people surrounding him? Right? Like, come on, dude. Come on. We know what this has turned into. We know what it's turned into. We know what Antifa's about. Go fuck yourselves. Trying to fucking say at first it was the police, now it's white nationalists. Yeah, no. We know because you guys have been engaging in this action for the longest fucking time. We know because you do not fucking care. We know because you celebrate your violent actions online. We know because you beat in reporters. We know because you call for violence against the cops all the fucking time. We know because you were just celebrating violent actions just days ago, posing for photos in front of destroyed businesses, saying fuck capitalism. You don't get to turn around and say it's white nationalists. It was actually the white nationalists. Like, fuck, what do? Take over your fucking Twitter accounts, you stupid, belligerent, fucking soft-headed freak shows. Black dude was rioting. Must be white supremacists. Yeah, I think everyone's rioting, right? But I think it's Antifa. Honestly, I think it's Antifa. They went into communities that they're not a part of, and they instigated a lot of this shit. They instigated a lot of this fucking shit. Play with fire, you get burned. Stop setting shit on fire. Yeah, wouldn't that be simple? Wouldn't it be simple they just stop setting shit on fucking fire? I just like, dude, what the fuck? Pix, thank you for sending me these screenshots. Let's see here. I'll go through these one by one because you sent them to me in DMs, so I don't want to show off all the DMs that you that we got, or all the DMs on my side. But I can just do the screenshot. There we go. The real kicker is that when I was waiting around for any potential rioters to show up, I would have been perfectly happy not to be needed at all. I kept hoping and being certain that the police would arrive before any big crowds of people did. It seemed logical to me. They hadn't showed up in time to stop what happened to Deep Ellum, so that wouldn't happen twice, right? I would have loved nothing more than just go home and leave them to watch the neighborhood. It's when they didn't show up late into the night that I got worried. There's a liquor store near where I was that had been attacked earlier. Its glass door was shattered, and its shelves and floor were a mess when I passed it. People were standing outside, some with baseball bats, so multiple people that night wanted to protect the neighborhood. Yeah. Here we go. So he's saying he was trying to. So he's saying he was trying to protect a bar. Guy from the community trying to protect his favorite bar. So hey, funny story. The guy in this video getting his ass kicked. That's me. I had a bit of an adventure this evening trying to protect a bar I love. One that ended with me in the hospital. But I'm quite alive, if a bit worse for wear. So we got the confirmation the dude is alive. I'm just. Hey, Luke, how you doing, buddy? Bro, I have tons of relatives that are cops, and now they're being called bastards. Yeah. Actually, it's pretty funny. Jasmine's got a friend, and her stepdad's a cop. And, she's like, my friend's on the side of the rioters. And I go, well, I'm not. But, yeah, I can understand, right? Because a lot of them don't know what's going on. They legit think that the rioters are part of the protesters, and that's not the case. But she was saying, like, her stepdad had to work like a 20-something hour shift, drive an hour and a half to get back home, got a 30-minute nap, and had to go right back into work. So, your cops are being burned at both ends. It's not going to end well if this doesn't die out soon, because it's going to get worse, right? Here we go. This is from Elijah Schaefer. Let's go ahead and just play this really quick. Breaking: police have lost control of downtown Dallas. Armed militias are now coming to help protect businesses and bring order to the city. Many more are on their way. Real Americans are refusing to see their city follow criminals.
Using our Second Amendment right to enforce letting everybody use their First Amendment right as long as they're peaceful. And, we want people to protest. We're against the militarization of the police as well, and kind of what's going on right now. But we just want to also make sure that private businesses staying out of it. If you have a problem with the police, take it up with the police. Leave private businesses out of it. And
there you go. So I think that was actually a really good message. If you want any justification for the Second Amendment, there you go. The police have lost fucking control of the situation. You have rioters going out there and destroying businesses. So now you have militia showing up, and they're saying, like, look, you got a problem with the cops, go take it up with the cops. We don't want the fucking police being militarized, but you cannot go and target the fucking community, right? And that's exactly what these assholes are doing. And so, like, I keep saying it, like, you have people from fucking Antifa white agitators entering into communities that they are not a part of, engaging in violent activities, and when all is said and done, they're going to run right back home where they'll be safe, and they're going to leave these communities in fucking shambles. And then you know what they're going to turn around and do? Well, that's a result of capitalism. If they weren't capitalists, they would have been well taken care of. We wouldn't have burned their fucking homes down. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Let's see here. I think that's it. Like, you can just see clips and clips and clips of this stuff going on. What about this? Modern cities dying. Why pay $2,000 to live in a luxury square foot box? Yeah, they're calling them race wars. I don't know if you can really call them a race war, but I get it. Because I think the rioting and looting got nothing to do with race. I think it's just bad faith fucking actors going in there and just turning things to shit while other people turn into fucking opportunists. Fight breaks out in Dallas while looters pillage a 7-Eleven. Yeah, well, there you go.
Kill me! Kill me! You gotta kill me! Black Lives Matter! You gotta kill me! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! You gotta kill me!
Police disperse crowds with drive-by rubber bullet shooting sprees. Never seen anything quite like this.
Police are doing drive-bys right now with rubber bullets.
Yeah, so just if you want proof that the police aren't like fucking innocent in this shit, drive-by fucking shootings. I get it, they're rubber bullets, but holy fuck, right? Protest all you want, you prove nothing. Not like, hold on. Hey guys, let's bitch about how all cops are bastards, even though none of them had anything to do with the situation. It meant, like, here's the thing, right, Luke? I don't think that all cops are a problem here, but you got to call out the bad ones. And you know, the thing is, there's a big issue when it comes to calling out cops. I remember with the lockdown protest, there was a cop who basically made a statement that said, like, look, you cannot enforce unconstitutional laws. You cannot do stuff like that. That's not why you have a badge. And the video goes viral. And, you know, his commanding officer comes down and makes a statement to him, right? Delete that post. You're going against the governor's wishes. And the governor gets the dude fired. So, like, there's a reason why these cops don't speak out about bad cops. It makes everything worse. But what's going on right now is, like, look, you can protest. Like, look, a drive-by shooting with rubber bullets is, like, excessive, you know? I'm not too sure. Like, tear gas is better than fucking drive-by shooting with rubber bullets. But you should protest. You should protest if you think something's wrong. And, you know, I think with the George Floyd thing, the protests were working because the city was outraged and everybody was on the side of Black Lives Matter there. But this shit is not protest. Rioting is not protest. Yeah, with rubber bullets. Yeah, I know. They're rubber bullets, man. Again, you shouldn't be doing that, man. Like, you don't shoot into a crowd with rubber bullets. That is just going to make the situation even worse. And that's the problem here, right? Hear me out here. The issue that you have with this situation is the cops have to play it incredibly lenient. They cannot act out. They cannot engage with any type of excessive force. You know, you or anything even resembling that right now, because you know, optics are a thing. Like I was saying earlier, Antifa's optics are so bad right now that they are desperate to state that it's actually white supremacists that caused everything to turn violent. It wasn't them. Well, the optics for the police are bad too. Yeah, rubber bullets still travel at bullet speed. yeah, like that's bad optics as well. but it's kind of a sign that the cops don't have control over the situation. The fact that they have to do that. Man, this is bad. Just like image after image of things being here. I'll play it for. I'll show you guys. But yeah, Sorry, I'm just stressed that some family members of mine are called bastards because of a few cops. Luke, I'm with you. I am. People tend to focus on the negatives more than the positives. I sent this tweet out to Origami. I'll see if I can find it because maybe it'll make you feel a little bit better. But it was basically in New Jersey, the police were marching with the protesters, right? Which I thought was great. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God. Okay, this is kind of funny. Maybe you'll get a laugh out of it. Hold on. Nothing to do with the cop situation. But here. Dear Riots 2020, student loan headquarters, please. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Okay, hold on. Where are we? Let's see. I just want to show you this because maybe it will make you feel a little bit better about the situation. Here we go. But I thought you might get a kick out of that. So hopefully that made you feel a little better. Okay. Hold on. So let's go here. And there we go. In New Jersey, police have literally started marching with protesters. So as you can see, the cops are marching with the protesters here. That is a beautiful way of handling the situation, right? Like, I worry that more things will turn violent, but you can see, like, you got cops who are upset about what bad cops are doing too. They're willing to march arm in arm with the protesters against brutality that's going on. I mean, look, the two fuckers there, they're riding on the bike together, right? Like, this is the way that you handle things. This is the way the cops should be handling things, but you can't right now because it's turned fucking violent. Like, it's turned violent. It's turned very violent in a lot of these cities, so the cops don't have any other option because they've lost control other than to gas the crowds, to fucking shoot rubber bullets. And again, what are you going to do? Right? It's very civil way. It's a very civil way. Just march. Don't destroy, just march. Like, man, if you got people marching up and down the streets, people want to know what's going on, right? And don't stop. Keep going. But, like, the civil rights movement, I know a lot of people don't care about history, right? But the civil rights movement was not, Dr. Martin Luther King going out to the streets and setting shit on fire, right? That did not happen. He made himself human, right? He showed people that he was a human being. He was a peaceful human being. And he showed people the injustices of how he was being treated. And it made people want to help him, right? People who had positions of power wanted to help that man because they could see he was a good man. If you turn around, if the civil rights movement was led by people setting shit on fire, breaking shit, destroying businesses, destroying people's homes, it wouldn't have happened, right? So I just, man. 800,000 police in the USA, 1,004 deaths by cops in 2019. Even if every death was unjust and everyone was a different cop, that's 0.2% of police. Yep. Yeah. But we focus on the negatives. You'll see one viral story, and you know that there are way more cops than that, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. The shit here is, it's sad to watch. Here, let's see the stuff going on in Dallas again. Here we go. It's, rioter lays on ground barely responsive in Dallas, cause of injury unknown. These people are trying to get into a standoff with the riot police, so they're building up a fucking home base. CVS is being looted, right? Like, hardcore looted, right? I mean, none of this has anything to do with George Floyd. None of this has anything to do with Black Lives Matter. They're just rioting. Like, they're just destroying shit. Heavy vandalism of businesses already happening in Dallas tonight. Yeah. Protesters loot tobacco food mart in downtown Dallas. Like, dude, that's not like a fucking corporation or anything. You just destroyed someone's business. Like, what are you doing? Like, why? Oh, fucking hell. These people are fucking insane. Like, the Black Hebrew Israelites, they're stupid as fuck. I'm sorry. Like, no, yeah, I'm not sorry about that. Fuck those people. Rioting is illegal, correct? Yes, it is. It is. Wait, go back to that white guy with mask. Who? Hold on. And the majority of those deaths were white people. Yeah, Mom, like, I get it, but majority of the nation's white too. So you say that and people don't care. Like, they just deflect away from things when you say that, because they go, well, yeah, the majority of the nation's white. So, of course, the majority of the deaths are white people. And I get what you're saying, but it doesn't matter. Like, people don't listen. Origami, I just sent you something else that's just as bizarre but impressive. Hold on 1 second. I'll take a look at that, but you want me to go back to that one clip, Dave Marks? Let me see if I can find it. Here, we'll scroll through it together. We'll see if we can find it. So you're asking about the AutoZone, right? So let's see. Here's a CVS. Is this the AutoZone you mean? Yeah, it's like, yeah, two people. So that's a white kid. And then the black dude does it as well. So I don't know. What were you looking for there, buddy? A lot of white folks look the same when over half their face is covered. Yep. Yeah, burning and destroying property is illegal, so they can be sent to jail. Yeah, here's the problem with that, Luke. Try arresting thousands of people in a city. Like, it's just not going to happen. So people take advantage of that situation. Now, you don't even know who you're going to arrest people for what, because the majority of them are wearing masks. So, like, how do you prove anything? Like, yeah, you can go through and you can start locking people up, but how many people can you legitimately lock up in that situation? It's insane because of that. Now, again, I will say this. It looks like it is coming down in certain areas. In other areas, it looks like it's not. But Minneapolis, you see the community is very upset because at first, yeah, they're very angry and they're very emotional, but they realized that their homes were being burned down, and so they started pushing back on that. That's what you need to see right now. Yeah, it's hard to arrest a riot, especially with mass. Bro, show the one where rioters hit their own friend with the dumpster. Whoa, Pix! I don't know anything about that. Did you text? Send it to me in a DM, because I'm gonna do the one that Aura just sent me. But send that to me in a DM if you can, because I'll play that. Oh, the one where they stole the horse? Yeah, that shit was great. Okay, hold on. You're gonna get a kick out of that. Pix, go ahead and send me that clip. I'll go and play it. But this one is. This is more like the shit's just random. It's got nothing to do with George Floyd. I like the yeah. I just love that. Yeah. Oh man, it gets fucking crazy. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, Pix. Okay, let me play this one by Pix here. The dumpster one was hilarious. I'm watching it right now. Hold on. Let's see here. So look. Oh, let's go back. Yeah. Oh. I love that. He goes out there to throw something, gets hit with a fucking dumpster. It's a perfect opportunity to make this. Oh man, that shit, like, dude, look, man, I don't know what to say. It's Darwinism at work. Stupid but funny. I completely agree. I seriously don't know how they managed to steal Mountain, how to ride it properly. Yeah, I don't know either. You see the guy who's like, oh shit. We need the laughter because there's been a lot of dark things to come out of this. But a lot of hero moments too. Yeah, like I said, when you saw the when you see the Black Lives Matter protesters actually standing in between the cops and Antifa and saying, like, look, we're going to have to deal with the mess that you idiots create. We're going to have to live here. I think that's actually probably one of the best moments I've seen out of this, because they have every ability to just keep supporting the rioters. And it's like their community comes first, right? They can protest and they need to protest, but their community cannot be destroyed as part of that protest because they're not going to have homes afterwards. I bet they brought it to their parents' house and their dad was like, damn, son, where'd you find this? Can someone call Batman now? Oh, dude. It's okay, hold on. Let's play some clips by Memology, because he seems to be getting the funnier clips. And I think we should end it on a good note today. Here we go. Does anyone remember some guy called George Floyd? Because this sure isn't about him.
Sweetheart, is this your car? Did you leave your car to go get some sneakers? What did you get? At least show me what you got. Show me what you got since you left your car. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what you got here. Let's see what you got. You left your car in traffic, ma. You got right? You good? That's what I'm talking about. She crazy. These motherfuckers is crazy as hell. Come on, man. Damn, the pregnant chick got right. This shit crazy, yo. This shit crazy, boy. Rover for president. Boy, you know the vibes. I learned the algorithm from Rover. Look. Them niggas ain't playing. They going to get them Team Jordans right now. God damn, niggas is still coming out. What you got, bro? Let me see what you got. Big bro, what you got? Let me see what you got. She came out here with a cooler. Niggas got Timbs out here. Oh, damn, big bro, you came up. Niggas ain't playing. Niggas got Timbs out here.
Yeah, like, dude, these people, they're just opportunists. Like, I don't think that they care about the riots or anything. I think they're just engaging in the looting so they can get some free shit. It's clear to see that some people aren't even protesting anymore. They're just being opportunistic now. The main message for all this is getting lost. Yeah, it is. Oh, the clip of dude getting set on fire. Oh, there he goes again. Bitch. Fuck you. Longer version of the previous video. How does it feel to have a millionaire like Jake Paul trash your business for cheap content? Yeah, so I played this at the start.
Shit. Oh my god, it's getting crazy.
They looted a PF Chang's and they gave Jake Paul a bottle of vodka from it, and he just walks off with it.
Oh shit.
man. Let's see here. Jake Paul and a couple of his friends are encouraging or participating in the looting and vandalizing of businesses for content. Yeah. Yep. So that's the fucked up part, right? Like I said, people don't give a shit about fucking George Floyd anymore. Like, dude, fucking Jake Paul, right? He's just going out there and fucking looting and rioting for the sake of it, right? That's what people are doing now. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't fucking care. The whole message here is completely lost. And, you know, bro, it's done. Like, it's fucking done. Dude, this is sad. Federal protective service officer who died Friday night after suffering from a gunshot wound. Yeah, so in Oakland, as I understand, this van rolls up on these feds and just open fires on them. And it looks like this is the guy that they took out. Burning vehicles of innocent people to own. I don't even know what to say. I don't know, man. Yeah. So it's like the Arby's that they burned down. Shit. So here's the thing. Remember when I brought up the image of the child soldiers, right? And they're trying to imply like the state put these children out there. No, man. The protesters have been bringing their fucking kids to the riots. You know. Man. Oh my God. Hold on. What is this shit? I haven't seen this video.
No, there's more. Look at this. They just keep coming.
Oh, go inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get in your house now! Let's go! Light him up! Go inside now! Get in the house!
Shit.
Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Get in.
Oh, God, that hurt. You good?
Are you okay?
Right on the fucking crotch.
Are you okay? You got hit?
I'm good.
Oh God, they got her with a rubber bullet. Yeah. So stuff again, like stuff like that, right? That's gonna make the cops look fucking awful. And they don't fucking get it. Yep, bad optics everywhere. But like, you think the cops care? The people want them there now. They get to do this shit. You don't fucking get it. Yeah, dude, it's martial law. Like, you know, like, dude, that's what we get now. We get martial law. You thought it was bad before? Motherfucker, it's gonna be so much worse. Thank you, fucking Antifa, for bringing us this shit. Oh my God. Guys, the Starbucks. Well, you know, it's serious when they take out the Starbucks. This shit's bad.
Don't fucking protest!
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the future, everybody. Welcome. Here we go. Can't wait for the 9-year-old rioters because of Jake Paul. Yeah, guy's a fucking piece of shit. That was unnecessary. Yeah, sure was. Sure was. Destroying and looting an art museum to own the racist? Jesus, man. Like, why? Billie Eilish. I don't fucking care. Ladies a cunt. Well, who cares? Oh my god. Not even sex workers are safe from this trash fire. Well, guys, if you were thinking about hiring a prostitute tonight, it's just hold on, let me get my let me go find all the white women. No, support black sex workers, man. I'm calling out all non-black sex workers today to sit the fuck down and don't promote yourselves. Make space for black sex workers to flourish. What about the Spanish ones? What about Hispanic sex workers? Don't you care about them? Of all the fucking things, like literally of all the fucking things to see, I think that's great. Oh, guys, it's Batman! Someone earlier asked for Batman to make an appearance, so good job. Aw, dude. False flagging situation with the super hound idiot. Jesus Christ. All right. Hold on. You were talking about CNN? Hold on. Where are all the white women at? Jesus. If people are born on Mars, that would make them Martians. Can't wait for the Martian rioters too. Don't forget to make the announcement. Wait, what announcement? What announcement am I supposed to make? Tell me. I can't remember. Anti-fascists brought the fascism. Yep. Silver lining, they deface CNN. I mean, I don't like CNN. I don't think it's... I don't want them going around to any of these buildings and destroying them. But yeah, if they're going to hit anybody, I guess it is kind of cathartic to see them deface CNN. Hold on. See if I can find that. Here we go. This will make some of you feel good. Oh, part 2. Okay, guys, real quick, because I'm gonna play the video of them destroying CNN's building, which I think is great. 224 Vic will be on his show next Sunday. Vic, is 12 o'clock next Sunday okay for you? We'll be there 12 o'clock Eastern if that works for 224 Vic. We'll be on a show. We're gonna do part 2 of our interview, and instead of talking about Star Wars, we'll probably talk about Batman, because I love Batman. Okay, he says yes. We got this, guys. Okay. Hold on. Feel good incoming. Yes, it is. Look at that. Oh, CNN, they don't like you. Oh my gosh, CNN. I remember watching these idiots from CNN bitch that Donald Trump had ruined their reputation. You think it's the Black Lives Matter? You think they care what fucking Trump said about you? Newsflash, nobody fucking likes you. You stupid fucking idiots. You stupid fucks. Nobody likes you. Everybody hates you. Welcome to the fucking world, you pieces of shit. What are you gonna turn around and say, this too was the white people. This too was the Trump supporters who are always making fun of us. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. And I love it. I don't like that they're destroying your building, but I love that you can see that nobody fucking wants you. Jesus, that's nice. Okay, that's too far. That's too far. At the CNN building, someone threw an explosive within the lobby at the line of guards. That's fucked up. Nobody should be dying over this shit. But I think it's hilarious that their building got ransacked just because they seem to think that. Yeah, I see lots of black people in that crowd attacking CNN. Nobody likes CNN. It's not just the right. It's not just the Trump supporters. Nobody likes CNN. Now, I don't want them being bombed. I don't want them being killed. And, honestly, I'm not okay with businesses being destroyed. I just think it's a little cathartic that you can finally see that nobody likes these motherfuckers.
Yes, sir!
Damn. Oh, right at the end there. Hold on, right at the end there. Fuck CNN. That's the message of this stream. Fuck CNN. All right, guys. We're going to be back on Wednesday. Wednesday at 10 o'clock, we'll be going. Now, before we head out today, I just want to go ahead and plug this because, it's important. It's important. It helps us out tremendously when we do this. Give me a second. I gotta log in here. I gotta show you all the shit. Let's see. Share screen. So let's stop that. All right, before we head out, please do me a favor, guys. If you enjoy the stream, we'll be back here Wednesday at 10 o'clock Eastern. But for now, you can always become a patron supporter of ours. Patreon.com/Crow of Judgment. And then to just plug our very lovely patron supporters. We have $2 pledge from Jonathan Murillo, $6 pledge from Lady Titania, $1 pledge from Zora Returns, $1 pledge from Origami, and $1 pledge from Maria. Please help us out. It's just $1 to become a supporter of this channel. It's a big help for us. And for every dollar that we gain from you lovely watchers and viewers of ours, we will say fuck CNN repeatedly 10 times over. So right now, I think I have, how many is that? I got 2, I got 8 plus 3 here. So I got $11. So, oh my gosh, I got to say fuck CNN 100, what was that, 110 times? Okay, let's do this, guys. Fuck CNN, 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 fuck CNN. Take a breath. Fuck CNN, 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 fuck CNN. All right, guys, I gotta stop. All right, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you here next Wednesday. We'll be back on 224 Vic's channel to finish up our interview with Origami at 12 o'clock, and we'll be streaming Wednesdays at 10 Eastern, Sundays at 10 Eastern on this channel. Wednesdays at 10 o'clock at night Eastern Standard Time, Sundays at 3 o'clock during the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. Didn't CNN also promote Antifa? Yes, they did. That's why we say fuck CNN. He's broken. Yes, I am. All right, guys. Good night. I'll see you in the next one.